what I want to suggest to you, quite frankly, is that privacy has been killed by technology. I have all of these notes here. I'm just going to try to have essentially a conversation with you. So let me suggest to you that at this point in our lives, at least in the United States, essentially everything that we do is recorded. All right. Literally every transaction that we do using a credit card is not only trackable, it's tracked. Anytime that you go anywhere with a cell phone, you're trackable. That's how you get reception. I mean, if they know where you are because the towers tell them where you are. We're to the point now where we rely on technology. We use technologies like GPS. So not only do people know where we've been, but they know where we're going and how we're going to get there. And in a sort of a sidetrack a little bit, there are lots of us who pay money to allow a company to have the power to shut our cars off in case they're stolen. But the thing is that they can be shut down for any reason. And if you guys are that concerned about your car being stolen, get better insurance. Because of the amount of data that we produce, it should be no surprise to you, perhaps, that the National Security Agency in September of this year will be opening a $2 billion building in Utah that can, they will be 2 times larger than the nation's Capitol building. And it's designed to allow for not only the collection, but also analysis of almost literally everything that is done. Private emails, cell phone calls, Google searches, parking tickets, purchases, your travel habits, your bank accounts, and your encrypted files are all targets for this particular, in my opinion, nefarious use of technology. But in a more personal way, we all have Facebook accounts, or at least many of us have Facebook accounts. And there are pieces of technology that allow people to know enough about you that they can predict, just people can predict you or get to know you in a variety of ways. So 2 years ago, for example, there was an app that was built for, I think, iPhones called Girls in the Neighborhood. So if girls were kind enough to register their location at a bar, for example, close to where you live, through Facebook, not only would it tell you that they were at the bar, but you could access their Facebook accounts. So, ladies, that next time that you, excuse me, are approached by a perfect stranger who just fits with you so nicely, shares all your interests, does he? Smartphones are encrypted with a technology that allows for the location of every single picture that you take to be tracked, whether or not those pictures are uploaded. There is a defense contractor who's writing a program right now that it hopes to sell by April of this year that will allow it to predict the top 10 places where you go and when you are likely to be there. Imagine the possibilities when that program is sold to the government. There are business and political uses of this tracking of technology. So for example, about 4 or 5 months ago, there was this news story that broke about a father who learned that his daughter was pregnant in line at Target when Target gave the daughter coupons for baby goods because she had been online checking on diapers and cribs and baby wipes and pacifiers. So Target knew the daughter better than the father did. The European Union has contractors now who who monitor social websites for anti-EU conversations. And when I say monitor, I mean impose themselves on conversations and make a pro-European argument in the conversation. Education. Most of you are students in this room, or perhaps professors. Nationwide, we now fingerprint elementary school students in the name of efficiency in the lunch line. A Pennsylvania school district a couple years ago gave computers to the students, and then at least on a few hundred occasions, allegedly at least, took pictures of those students, some of them at home, some of them in their bedroom, in various stages of undress. And then also there are e-readers that can track how much you read, but also with what speed and how engaged you are in the reading. And finally, I have this video that I want to show you in large part because one of the way that I was going to end this is I was going to talk about things that I found out about some of you from Facebook. So I don't want to talk too much about that. I'm going to show you this video, but I would like to thank some of you for inviting me to your 22nd birthday party. And I really liked some spring break pictures. Without further ado, this video.